It's Harrison Ford with a CG dog. Call of the Wild, directed by Chris Sanders, who is mostly an animation director that has worked on Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon. So this is his first live action movie where he's adapting the Jack London book, Call of the Wild. This movie stars Harrison Ford, Dan Stevens, Omar Sy, Karen Gillan, Cara G, and Bradley Whitford. This movie is about a St. Bernard dog that starts out very spoiled and is kidnapped or dognapped and taken to the Alaskan wilderness, where he becomes a sled dog for a postman played by Omar Sy. Later on he ends up being owned by a villain played by Dan Stevens, and finally he ends up with Harrison Ford's character, John Thornton. Now, I was curious about this movie, even though I've been trying to stay away from dog movies lately, because a lot of dog movies I have seen trailers for really haven't interested me. But this movie did seem to interest me, mostly because of the cast and because of the story with this movie, and I was curious about it. Unfortunately, this movie is not as good as I hoped it was going to be. I did like the movie, but not as much as I hoped, because this dog that's in the movie is not even a real dog, it's a CG dog. So the dog is not even really there throughout the movie. The movie does a very good job of making you think the dog is there at times. Other times you can tell that the dog is really not there, so it varies, I guess. A lot of people have been saying that they can tell that the dog's not there, or others said that they could tell the dog is there. It all depends, and it also depends mostly on the humans that are with the dog. The first owner is played by Bradley Whitford, who is a judge. His family does tend to spoil the dog a bit, but then when the dog gets taken from that family and ends up in the Alaska wilderness during the time of the gold rush, I'm going to give Call of the Wild a B-.